In Consumer Corner, we take a look at trends creating a buzz here in China. On today's show, we'll discuss the black market for kidney sales. Recently, police in the Hubei province broke up a kidney trafficking ring, and more than 10 suspects were detained. They were suspected of taking part in the sale of human organs, which is illegal in China. Organ transplants and the black market have become a trending topic following the story. According to Chinese media, the Chinese government announced that from November, it will phase out the practice of using organs of executed prisoners by transplant operations. By the end of 2012, 64% of transplanted organs in China were from executed prisoners. It is said to be below 54% this year so far. Until August of this year, organ donations have reached more than 1,000 from 2010. But the supply still fell short of demand. Most Chinese people still hold the traditional belief that bodies should be buried or cremated with all the organs intact. Data shows that more than 1 million people in China are waiting for organ transplant operations, but only 10,000 people have the opportunity for a transplant operation. The huge shortage of organ transplants has driven illegal trade in organ trafficking. In 2010, the Chinese government issues regulations banning the commercial trade of organs. Although most people know it's illegal to engage in kidney trafficking, there are still some people who dare to take the risk. For those who can get away with it, there's a lot of money to be made. Police investigating a kidney trafficking case in Wuhan released the figures from one sale. They said that a recipient had to spend about $65,000 to get a kidney, while the donor was merely paid about $4,900. The rest of the money would be shared by doctors, nurses, and the gang members. There are also some organ trade agents online. Some donors get information from these websites, but are tricked into selling their kidneys as a result. An organ trading agency audaciously wrote on its website that it publicly collects organs from people. It indicates that the collector is a hospital affiliated with a medical school. Telephone numbers and email addresses are made easily available. One could also find the price for donating kidneys. The price ranges from about $40,000 to $62,000 for each kidney. Many donors were defrauded by these kinds of traps. A certain number of people have chosen to sell their kidneys in this illegal way because they believe they can make good money. But the reality is that they can only get a portion of the sale. Due to the kidney shortage in hospitals, most of the patients have to wait for an organ transplant operation. Their chances are usually very small. Many desperate patients are willing to find a kidney by themselves. This creates opportunity for kidney trafficking rings. In Hangzhou, Zhejiang province, a kidney trafficking ring was found in the 6th floor of a building. 15 people were living and working together. 3 rooms were there for people selling kidneys. 2 donors expressed why they chose to sell their kidneys in an interview.
I just hoped when I got money that I can improve my family's life. At least I would not increase their burden.
When I get money, I hope to buy a cell phone for my girlfriend. She sold her cell phone when we were going through tough times. It was a gift from her father. I felt very sorry for her.
Some net users also expressed their views on kidney trafficking. Some of them hold the view that the widening gap between the rich and poor is the fundamental reason for the illegal businesses. One net user wrote, quote, "It's a sad fact of our society. The great gap between the rich and poor has embarrassed everyone. Have you ever seen any rich guys willing to sell their kidneys just for $4,900? Most of the donors are pressured by tough lives and make the helpless choice." Some net users also expressed that these donors don't deserve any sympathy. One net user wrote, quote, "I have no mercy for these people. If one is not disabled, it's not really hard to find a job in any first-tier or even second-tier city. But these people choose the quickest way to get money for themselves. I have to say it's the most stupid one as well. Only lazy people will choose to do this, so they should not deserve any mercy at all." Still, there are some net users facing a shortage of kidneys in hospitals. The government's strict control of kidney trafficking might make the situation worse. It led to a rise in the kidneys prices in the kidney trafficking market. One net user wrote, quote, "If the government didn't carry out such a strict crackdown on kidney trafficking, the sale frequency would decrease, or at least the price would be not so high. Perhaps it's time for the government to change their ways of ruling this illegal business." China conducts more than 10,000 transplants each year, but the severe shortage of organs leads to many deaths while waiting for a suitable match. The best way to meet this shortage is to encourage more people to donate their organs. China now has launched a volunteer organ donor program in 25 provinces and municipalities. These programs are looking to create a voluntary nationwide system by the end of 2013.